This is my midweek recording. Starting off with the DXY. So let's drop that into the daily. On the DXY, still have these highs that are in, but with CPI today, we're getting this very bearish candle that's coming through on the daily. So I'm just going to drop down. So actually we can see here that we've just filled this bearish wick. So dropping down now to the 4 hour. I'm not so I'm not really concerned about this wick really, because it was just a bit of news. Yeah, it's 130, so that was just a bit of news the previous week. Now we're kind of seeing some commitment and some follow through. It's all about just letting the market do its thing now. I think it just needs time to kind of adjust and give you that correction now. If we get something along the lines of that, then I don't, that would be beautiful to take, especially when we look at euro dollar. So I'm just going to go to euro dollar now. And the downside to euro dollar is we are trading directly into this inflection point area that we can see here. So realistically, we prefer to see a break of that high, but obviously we're not always guaranteed that. We can see here price, all it's done is it's broken this low. It's broken just below that, and we've correctively been moving out, but we know sometimes these corrective waves can start correctively, and then obviously we get that impulsive push up. So now it's kind of, very similar to the DXY. It's all about just waiting really and letting the market develop. So I can see that we do have our footprint. Again, it's not the nicest because we've got like this, we get this push up, this pull back, and then we push up again. Not the greatest of price action, if I'll be honest, but again, this wasn't just news. So if you kind of ignore that and you just see this as your push up, and then you've got your hook point, you could potentially look for a risk entry within that, because again, we are trading closely now to that high there. I just kind of want to size this up. If you would take a risk entry within that position, going on the edge, maybe you get with a 10, maybe a 12. You can roughly get almost 2% to the high. So it's not the worst position in the world, but I feel like based on what I've seen in the market so far since CPI, there are slightly better positions. I'd rather let this one kind of just do its thing and see where it goes. So starting with back to Aussie CAD. I like Aussie CAD because we are now trading into this high here. We're getting very, very close. We can see that we've broken, severely broken with nice momentum. We are on the daily. We do have an hour and 20 minutes left, but unless we see something drastic happen, I think it's going to close along the lines of what we've got now. So removing that lower ray line, keeping the higher one on. What I'll be looking for here. So what's nice about this is I love this type of price action where you get your expanding type structure into a high, which we can see here, right? But then it doesn't give you any bearish price action. It gives you a bullish continuation. Now, what we know about bullish continuations, you do the leg, and then you do the breakout. So this has potential to break out quite a bit from this high. It doesn't have to, but we know that it can. So at the moment on Aussie CAD, I'm just going to be waiting for price to break into this high. Ideally, we want to see a break above, just so we kind of get some mimic of this leg up. And then I want to see like a strong breakdown, and then ideally we get something like this. But again, that will more potentially towards the end of the week, maybe Friday, potentially into early next week. Euro Aussie wasn't one that I was looking at today, even after CPI. I think it's getting a little bit messier in this piece of price action here. But what I do like is that we are still trading below this low, and we've just been wicking through on the retest. When I drop down, yeah, so I did take a position the other day. I took a flag in here, got it for 1%. Mismanaged really. I should have got it for about 3. Should have manually closed given the corrective price action there. But in terms of looking at it now, I guess you could say that we're trading below all of this now, and this is just kind of volume. And I guess you do have the momentum on the 1 hour. 4 hour is heavy body. Trading below that low. I'm just thinking about what it would look like if we sized it up to that low. Sized it up to the low down here. If that would be something I would be interested in taking, it would have to be something along the lines of that. Maybe we get something like that. Kind of coming back into this. You can protect with your stop loss. This is something I would look to take. You're probably getting with about 12 pip. 2 to 1 to there, and almost 5 to 1 to the low. So it's not the best trade in the world. I don't think the sequence that we're in here really gives it much weight. So I just think there are probably slightly better pairs that are on watch, but I could understand why somebody would want to take that position. You're a Kiwi. I was looking for the short the other day. So if I just start on the daily, we're getting a really nice heavy body now. Sorry, daily retrace, and we are trading well below these lows now. So I'm going to be looking at this tomorrow. I know that for a fact. But yeah, I was looking for a position on this the other day. I was looking to see if we were going to get a 1, 2, 3 into this. And you kind of had that little hook point, and then I was just kind of waiting to see if we were going to get a push down and continuation from this area, because you had the middle section, looked quite nice, but yeah, ultimately we didn't get that. We did then start to get an entry over here, but obviously this was a couple of hours before CPI, so you just wouldn't be looking to take that. So removing all that. Yeah, this is looking nice now because we're trading well below all of these lows now, so I'm very happy to. Yeah, we don't even need to come back up to that. I would like to see this form a larger continuation now, something along the lines of that. And then 1 hour, I give it probably needs to be a little bit larger, I think. Well, we'll see what we get. But yeah, a continuation in this area is what I'm going to be looking for now. In terms of the long, I guess, the long technically still is in play. So if you do get if you wake up tomorrow morning and this candle is up here, and then you're looking at, a 1 hour continuation here, I can completely see why you would be looking at that. Again, it's not the greatest, but even if you didn't have the expanding in play, you would just have prices broken this low and pushed directly straight back up. So I'd be happy with something like that. I'm just going to flag this because either way it does look quite nice. Pound Aussie. So on the daily, again, we are still sitting below all this volume, trading below that low, target area down here. All we're doing is we're just still in that continuation state. You can see here we are just slowly creating that larger continuation on the 4 hour. Didn't tag the high today for the entry. Was originally looking here to see if we were going to come up. We didn't. We sold off early, and then we near missed it once again, and now we have sold off again. So, you know, technically, if you get a position here, you're well within your right to take it. I probably won't, just because of the previous price action. I don't think it's looking the nicest with the near misses as well. And obviously we've got, I know it's just news, but you've got this, you've got these larger wicks kind of just in and about the area. So price has kind of been a little bit unpredictable here, where you, in a scenario where you think that it would tag the high and then just kind of give you that push down continuation and then push down, it's actually near missed again, and it's just giving you lots of wicks. I just think it's easier to stay out. I will look for this obviously if we get the push up again and then break that hook point, and then I'll be looking for the short. Other than that, I'm happy with leaving that at the moment. Dollar CAD, we've broken below the low now. I'm not so much interested in this. Oh, then again, actually, let me go to the daily. Yeah, so I was looking for the long on this because obviously we've near missed that high and we've near missed that high. And I did see this as a 1, 2, 3, where we've had that failed continuation. We've come back down for the double bottom. So yeah, I can actually see sense in this. But I'd like to see kind of like a break above this area. Ideally, we get something like this. You get the push up, you get that first continuation, and then we continue, and then we break that high, and then you get a second continuation. That is something I will look at on the 15-minute for a risk entry. Again, tightish, and you can get away with 2% there. You've got 7% to that little high there. Something I could definitely be interested in for tomorrow. This here is not nice, not the nicest price action at all, which is why I will be waiting for that second continuation. Oil is actually looking quite decent. It's a much larger continuation than I thought we were going to get, but you can see it. So if I just drop it to the daily, 2 large daily wicks for the lows of the structure, which isn't the greatest. Kind of showing bullish price action there, especially as we have tapped into that low now. So not the greatest, but the flag is in proportion to the impulse that it came from. So that's good news. Yeah, we can see we just tapped into it, which is probably so. This for me will only be an insurance entry at that high. If we approach this and then obviously we get the push down and continuation in there, then yes, I will look for that position, but only as a insurance entry. And realistically, the insurance entry needs to be around about here, kind of around that 50% way, or a second continuation. Aussie dollar, my mistake. Huge bullish price action. Potentially just filling this wick. Depends how we close. We could close with a wick. But I am liking this at the moment because there's 2 options here. What do we have? We have this high there. DXY potentially dropping out. Aussie dollar. If we form a flag above this area, so let's say we get our first bottom, and we get something like that, there is 100% that I'm taking this long, because we are just trending to the upside. If we create a structure, a free touch flag that is retesting the back end of this high, I'm definitely taking this long, because this is likely going to be fulfilling the rest of this move. Alternatively, we just wait for the break back in. Continuation. Nice and simple. So I like that. Pen Kiwi. Pen Kiwi, not for me at the moment. We're trading into these little lows here. I just think it's way too high in risk. Yeah, we are trading below this, but you know, we've got those lows there. We've got those, and then this low, and so on and so on. But yeah, so Pen Kiwi, simply just a no. Again, similar to Aussie dollar, but I just prefer Aussie dollar over Euro dollar. But yeah, we've already talked about that one. US 30, we are now approaching the all-time highs, so this is just patience and wait to see if we get continuation, like turnaround continuation. But it would have to be serious turnaround continuation, because we're at the all-time highs and more than likely going to break these all-time highs. It will be second continuations only. And we are showing a little bit of bearish price action now. Not the best heavy body, but we can see on the 4 hour that we are getting a bit of a push down. 1 hour, decent, trading below the low. Again, still technically could be part of like a bullish structure to go higher, so I want more convincing than a tight flag like that. If this was to sell off and then we get a flag down here, something like that, then yeah, I think you're more than valid to take that position to the lows. But yeah, that's it. So just a quick recap. Aussie CAD, waiting to see how price reacts to that high. Quite simple. Euro Aussie, there is a potential high risk short term short to that low. Well, actually our target's down here, so it could be quite a decent low position if you do get involved. Euro Kiwi, now that we're selling off quite heavily on that daily, I'm waiting for either a continuation below or a strong retrace back in. Pound Aussie, very high risk position, but if we get the 1, 2, 3, I can understand why somebody want to take that, but I personally won't. Dollar CAD, I'll be looking for second continuations only on the push up. US oil, seeing how price reacts into that, second continuations only because it's oil and we've tapped the low, and with the 2 daily bullish wicks, it's showing some bullish pressure. Aussie dollar, flag above or break back below and flag to the downside. Pound Kiwi, no. Euro dollar, prefer Aussie dollar. US 30, wait for the highs, and wheat second continuations only to the downside. And that is it. Thank you very much.